Storms rage across the Caribbean, and from the shadows, the pirate flag rises. Were they ruthless criminals or freedom fighters of the sea? The Caribbean was a world of gold and blood. Empires clashed, ships sank, and legends were born. This is the untold story of the pirates, not the Hollywood fantasy, but the real men and women who lived, fought, and died upon the waves. Before we set sail deeper into this untold story, make sure you subscribe and join our crew, because every week we uncover legends that history tried to forget. And this is only the beginning. Today, we reveal how piracy was born, and in part 2, you'll step aboard a pirate ship itself to witness their daily life, their codes, and their democracy at sea. To understand the pirates of the Caribbean, we must first understand the world they inherited. The 16th and 17th centuries were an age of empire. Spain, Britain, France, and the Netherlands carved the New World into pieces, each hungry for wealth. The Caribbean was the beating heart of this conquest, a sea of islands, ports, and trade routes that carried unimaginable riches across the Atlantic. Every year, Spanish treasure fleets sailed from the Americas to Europe, their holds bursting with silver from Mexico, gold from Peru, and jewels from the islands. These ships were floating fortunes, guarded by war galleons and naval escorts. But fortune breeds thieves, and thieves breed legends. Piracy was not born from chaos. It was born from opportunity. The Caribbean was a crossroads of wealth and weakness. Empires stretched themselves thin, their ships vulnerable to storms, disease, and attack. Into this world stepped the pirate. Some were runaway sailors, others escaped slaves, and many were former privateers, men once hired by kings to raid enemy ships, now turned to piracy when peace left them unemployed. The line between patriot and criminal was thin. A man who raided Spanish ships for England was a hero. But when the war ended and he kept raiding for himself, he became a pirate. Before the word pirate struck fear, there were privateers and buccaneers. Privateers carried licenses from their governments, permission to plunder enemy ships. They were legal pirates, celebrated when they struck Spain, cursed when they struck allies. Buccaneers were hunters on the islands, men who smoked meat over open fires. When trade collapsed, they turned their hunting skills into raiding skills. From the jungles of Hispaniola, they became the scourge of the Spanish Main. The Spanish Main, the coastline of Spain's American Empire, was the richest target in the world. Ports like Havana, Cartagena, and Portobello overflowed with treasure. Ships sailed in convoys, but storms scattered them, and pirates waited like wolves. Every raid was a gamble, every voyage was a war, and every pirate knew one ship could make him rich or sink him forever. The Caribbean was not just a sea of treasure, it was a sea of survival. Tropical storms tore ships apart. Disease claimed more lives than cannon fire. And yet the lure of gold kept men sailing into danger. For the empires, the Caribbean was a jewel. For the pirates, it was a battlefield, and for history, it became a legend. From the chaos of empire, piracy was born. But who were these men and women? What codes did they live by? And how did they turn the ocean into their kingdom? The answers lie not in myth, but in the daily life of a pirate.